So it's been a while. The last time we played Sonic Mania on stream was actually when it came out in 2017. So since then, we've had a lot of new content being added to the game via Sonic Mania Plus. This version of the game added a whole new way to play Encore Mode and 2 new characters, Mighty and Ray. So that's what we're going to be playing in tonight's stream. So, with that said, man, just trying to get things to work has been a pain. All these tech issues. Welcome back to the stream, Allison. In between, I think, because I don't know if it's going to break again, but looks like we've gotten my little bug fixed. I just had to restart Steam, and now the game's actually loading. So just trying to get into this, the game wouldn't load at all. Interesting. I don't know how that happened. Literally nothing changed in the files. I looked at the configuration files. I deleted the configuration files, and nothing changed. But as soon as I restarted Steam, then the game worked. We're playing the PC version for tonight's stream, and unfortunately the problem with the PC version is it does have online DRM in it, as the de novo DRM, which is famously known in the PC community as one of the worst kinds of DRM, to a point where the game can still be locked out thinking you're offline trying to play it on an online internet connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if our loading issue was because of de novo. I would not be surprised, and there's no real way to get rid of it. I think there are ways with the modding community found a way just to turn it off, but it's still, I think, in the game files. So I'm not going to bother with that stuff. Next game, copy Hat in Time TD, and I've been playing a lot. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Like, that's really good. How far did you guys get so far in the game? I imagine you two will play on co-op because of the new DLC. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if things work. Let's hit start. And we should see Sonic spin. Hey, there we go. Man, PC version's weird. I had a weird bug before we started this too, where I loaded the game, all the cutscenes were in black and white. I don't get how that works. I had to actually go into the configuration files, and I had to change one option. I think it's like shaders. It was turned off for some reason. I had to turn it back on, and then the cutscenes play in color. So this is the original mode, Mania mode, and in this mode, I can go ahead and play the game with one of the 3 characters here, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but because of Mania Plus adding in 2 new characters, you can play as Mighty or Ray. So that's pretty cool, but we're not going to be playing in Mania mode. We're going to be playing in Encore mode, which is a whole new way to play with the DLC. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'll give you 3 save files or no save, but you know, I got to save. And it looks like we're going with the Phantom Ruby pretty much as the plot device, which is not surprising. It's the plot device for the normal game, but it seems to be a really heavy plot device thing for Encore. So there's Sonic. I'm guessing this is actually after you beat the final boss, the true final boss of the game. Because the true final boss of the game actually is a supersonic fight. And after that, Sonic does fall into this warp hole, which technically leads him into Sonic Forces. But I think Encore Mode retcons that immediately because of how bad Forces sold. So they're just trying to forget it ever existed. I wouldn't be surprised. You just started DLC levels? Oh, okay, cool. Chapter 6 really fun. So I hope you guys enjoy that. All these all new levels. See, I don't know. That's the thing. I know they built Angel Island for this because it is in the opening cutscene for normal game. But I don't know how much of Angel Island we get. I don't think it's a full thing. Ah, cheat code doesn't work. I did left, left, left. Right, right, right. Up, up, up. Nothing happened. Worst game ever. There actually used to be a really cool Easter egg in this game, but unfortunately they removed it. I don't know why. I think Sega actually found out what it really meant, and it's like, nah, we don't like that guy. There is an Easter egg actually in this game that utilized the original Sonic 3 level select cheat, and it was in Hydro City. When you're hanging on to one of the pulleys in Hydro City, you press left, 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 right, 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 up, up, up. And then you hear a sound effect happen. And once you do that, then you hear a YouTuber's name, Video Dunkley. Whenever you rev up as Sonic, or any character on the hands, you would just hear eeeeee. It was a cool little Easter egg referencing a Sonic YouTube channel in a way. But it was taken out. Like, the guy covered some Sonic stuff. And the devs wanted to kind of honor him in the game. But, yeah, just kind of got taken out for some reason. I don't know why. Hey Protein Biscuit, how you doing? They recolor levels with some differences in different special stage locations. Okay, that makes sense. Because I knew the special stage here was different. I played Sonic 3 a lot, so I know there's a special stage as soon as you start Angel Island. It was not here. Alright, so I can't do anything here. Let's swap the Mighty. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. So Mighty's special move is just like a hard ground pound down. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then they're just kind of... The second character bounces back and forth, kind of like in... What was it? Knuckles Chaotix, I believe. Yeah, I think that's right from Knuckles Chaotix. It's like the only 2D Sonic I haven't played because it's on a 32X. Like the one system I do not have. I don't even have a Genesis. And I don't think it's really worth getting a system just for one game. Well, this is a nice little touch. What? Okay, that was a little weird. Guess you can't change when the stage just starts. So, looks like some items are moved around too, because there's a invincibility block like pretty early and it's just gone. Oh, okay. I can change out my character. I don't know what the R is. We'll find that one out later. Maybe it's like a reserve. I'm thinking that means reserve. So if I lose one, I guess the other character I just got from the box appears. We'll see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's how it works. Because I just swapped over the Ray. Now, Ray's pretty interesting because he has a glide move. Very similar, actually, to the cape from Super Mario World. So you press, like, the back direction, whichever way you're going, while flying around. You gain some extra height. It's pretty cool. What the heck was that? Oh, it was a fish. Okay, this was like ripped right from Angel Island. This section right here is very familiar to me. Man, what a speed increase. Nah, I was hoping I could actually bounce up. Kind of like the bounce bracelet. I hope I can reflect bullets. That makes sense with how hard of a shell this armadillo has. Changing really weird. You have to be completely still for it to actually work. Okay, I thought that was a spring I seen. Oh, that's a ring. Ah, as soon as I seen it too. Now I can't go back for it. Yeah, I don't think I can go back for that. That's kind of far away. Dang. Oh, and get the bonus game too. Man. Hey, what the heck is this? I remember only seeing these mystery things in a multiplayer mode. Oh, back to Sonic. Okay, guess the game really didn't want Ray around. Still as easy as ever. I can't really see what Mighty's doing, Sonic. You're kind of taking up all of his screen. Just like how you've done for his entire life. Mighty was forgotten about because of you. Did I just seriously get 2 swaps in a row? Making that entirely pointless? Really? Okay, now I also have Knuckles with me. Okay, now I know what those symbols mean. The R and the K is signifying each character I have. So R is Ray, K is Knuckles, T is probably gonna be Tails, S Sonic, M Mighty, E Eggman. Give me it. Just make Eggman in here and just screw with the player. I wouldn't be surprised if Mod's done that. There we go, taking the top path my way. Oh yeah, definitely changed up a bit here, because that's a special stage in normal gameplay. But in Encore Mode, not so much. Luckily, I backtracked with a fire shield. Oh, come on, that's a jip. Do all that hard work and only get 2 coin boxes? Or ring boxes? Man, I'm like all those other players that you always just call rings coins. I can't be that guy. I hate that guy. Oh, this is not what I expected. There we go. Got it. Alright, here's also a special stage in normal gameplay. I'm imagining it's not here. Oh, it's still here. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, starting off with a brand new special stage already. I thought we would be handling this one way later, but I guess not. I'm doing it now. Do all the hard work and get 2 ring boxes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I can do all that and I get nothing. What a jip. There's also a special stage floating there as well. Slightly obscured by the waterfall. I didn't even see it. Thanks for that heads up. I'll have to look at that for the next time I go through that area then. I need a couple more rings here. I don't like my timer. It's kind of low. There we go. Ring box is the one I want to see. Oh, I just seen the blue orb container up there. I kind of missed out. Oh well. I got a lot of them as it is right now, so I should be okay. By the time we make a lap. I feel like we're going to lap here soon. Actually, I think we did, because I recognize some of this. I was also surprised it didn't get hit by a spike. That was very close. We did not. There we go. Max speed. I'm gonna try to go for all the Chaos Emeralds in this. I don't know if I'll get them all, especially when I haven't seen the new special stages. But I'm more confident this time getting them compared to my first playthrough, because the first playthrough I had no idea what I was doing. But in this playthrough, I actually know the tricks for the special stages now. So we see in traditional special stages, I can kind of break them. New ones, though, I'm gonna take my time with, because, you know, better safe than sorry. Your UFO is kind of far, though. I don't like that. Like any sharp turns like that, I kind of want to jump around instead of actually turning my character's body, because I'll actually be able to make the turn while retaining speed. Oh, that was close. Hey Zero, how you doing? No Donkey Kong. We beat that. I'm done with that game. There's nothing else to do. Literally nothing. So I did hear that they added a new special stage, but during my little testing, I seen there was 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then there was also the Phantom Ruby in the try again screen. So I'm thinking you can actually collect the Phantom Ruby now. Well, that was weird. I don't know what the Phantom Ruby would do if you actually did collect it. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Mighty, you break this boss. Holy crap. His shield, I think, because of his thicker armor, he has a little bit of a shield. I was bouncing off of Eggman instead of getting hurt. Normally, if I don't have a shield there, I take a lot of damage. But Mighty, he don't care. The Mega Man 11? No, I played that on my own. I actually did beat it yesterday. I think it's okay. I don't know if I'll stream that game anytime soon. But, I don't know. It's a game I had to play on my own time, because a game like that I wouldn't want to do on a first time playthrough stream. The only game I kind of did like that was Mighty Number 9 around the time I got it in like 2016, but that's because I knew how bad it was, and I kind of went in with that mindset and came out kind of surprised. I felt like that was a good stream game. Honestly, to me, Mega Man 11's not very good stream game for me right now. Didn't really enjoy my first playthrough too much. Not gonna lie. I think I have to play on future playthroughs and actually get a better opinion. Because right now, I think it's kind of in the middle of the series to me. It's okay. But it's nothing too special. Yeah, Mega Man 11 is hard, which I expected going in, because what classic Mega Man isn't hard? I think the biggest problem the game has for difficulty scaling is how far spread out those checkpoints are, and the fact is, if you die at all on the stage, then you have to start from the very beginning if you game over. It doesn't matter if you got the boss. That stage is like 10 minutes, you're restarting from the beginning. Sorry, go back. It was kind of annoying after a while, I'm not gonna lie. I really do wish like Mega Man 8 and like X4 onwards checkpoint system, because that was so good. If you gamed over, you at least went back to a halfway point. In Mega Man 11, not so much. You sent all the way back to the beginning if you game over. Very punishing. Yeah, the old Mega Man games were like that too. I think the biggest difference is more or less, I think the stage length, because I feel like 11 stages are very long. Some of the longest ones in the entire series. But at the same time, I know Classic did the same formula, it wasn't as bad. This was used to be a special stage ring down here, but now it's not. Dang. Oh, I almost got crushed. Really? Really, game? I'm not gonna get stuck. Oh. Oh. Ah, that's actually a cool little idea. So when you die, if you have any characters on reserve, they just take over. So they don't lose a life. That's a really cool idea, not gonna lie. I like that. I don't like that, though. Oh, no. Too bad I lost my bubble shield. That actually really helps in that kind of section. Alright, I know what's coming up. Oh, what? They put spikes on the ceiling. They knew. Oh, there are no lives. Okay. See, I wasn't even noticing that detail. That makes a lot of sense. So I gotta get more characters on reserves if I don't want to game over then. It can make it easier or harder depending on how you play, from the looks of things. Well, just like how Sega killed him off, we killed Mighty for good. Gotta get another Mighty. Yeah, this boss is kind of annoying with Knuckles only because of his smaller jump. Not too bad, but man, just trying to get up there half the time. Not the best thing. Get up the slope. Why is it so hard? There you go. I like how we injected the other water on our left, but it happened so quick it didn't turn green. So that's interesting. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to do this. Just gonna try to keep Knuckles, but yeah, he's gonna be kind of left behind. Sorry, Knux, maybe later. Alright, now let's go left, because over here, I believe, is a special ring. But I don't know if it's here in Encore Mode. We're gonna see. First, what's this? I don't remember this being here. This is new. Oh, it's a character roulette, too. Ah, we got Tails. I mean, if we can swap him out for Ray, then we can actually do something with him. Because I can use him with Sonic. Hey, still here. Okay, well, let's see what happens now. Oh, it's this stage again. Okay, that's kind of weird. Maybe this is the only special stage you can play through right now. Because normally if you miss a special stage, they just send you to the next one in normal game. Until you loop back around to the one you missed. So this is actually very interesting. Now, I think they well knew about the special stage trick to a point where the devs just barely put any bouncing walls here. Because it's been patched so many times, but there's a speedrun trick you can do where you bounce off the wall and hold the opposite direction while jumping. You can get a crap ton of momentum and grab the Chaos Emerald in seconds. It's that good. So I think the devs knew that there was no way they can patch it out, which is why every time they tried to patch it, it still worked. So this special stage, they just said, just remove all of those walls. That way the players can't cheat. Make them all bombless pits. I just walked right through 2 spikes. That is weird. That's so far away. Holy crap. I'm glad I got my speed up in the first lap, but this is still insane to catch up with. Let me get as much time as I can so I can start taking shortcuts on the 3rd lap. And walk through walls, because that's the thing. Barely see the thing. Jeez. Alright, we're getting closer. Oh yeah, we got it this time. I just have to keep on going, not making mistakes, but we're getting it. Give me that Chaos Emerald. That's just for Emerald number 1, man. Wondering how hard the next couple special stages are going to be. We'll have to see. I'll have to actually find the rings now since they're shifted around. I'm going to try my best to go for all the emeralds. There's no guarantee. Like my first playthrough of base Sonic Mania when it first came out. There's no guarantee I'm going to get all the emeralds. I'm going to do my best, but since I don't know what all the new special stage locations are, I'm probably going to miss a lot of them. Now this path I actually want to check out. So we're going this way instead. Okay, what a waste. Even though I just led back around to where the water shield was. Yeah, I'm not getting that fire shield. I didn't want this. This is a new game. Well, it's a new mode in a game that released last year. This actually was added in like sometime during the summer. I can't remember the month. I think it was July. But Encore Mode is almost like an entirely new way to play. Stages are basically the same, but there's a lot of differences in them. That's some height. Okay, now we got Tails. I wish I swapped him out, though, for Knuckles. That would have been much better. Next time I see one of those swaps, Knuckles, you're getting out of here. Oh! Nice. Good timing. I'm gonna wait. Well, there's nothing else they can give me, so I was like, here, just have Mighty. Just take them. We don't know what to do with him. You can do something. Oh, a little more. Tails, you're right there. Alright, take a breather. There you go. Alright, so this is actually a different path I could have took. Oh no, actually this is the way we would have been going anyway, so just kind of took a shortcut. Land. Thank you. Alright, this is another special ring? No, it's not. Knuckles, you get over here. There we go. Now what's this? Water shield? Alright, I'll take it. Fortunately, we can't use its special ability because flying takes priority, but it's fine. Check out the checkpoint special stage. Yeah, see, I had plans on doing that. I was waiting until we got to one of the next checkpoints because I know they added this, which is a pinball thing, which is pretty cool. Can I control each individual? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Okay, now this reminds me a lot of the minigame thing in Sonic Spinball after you beat a stage. It's very similar to one of those games. What's the button? Oh, I just have to hold down. Okay, I was like, how do you do this? Oh, actually to a new table. That's cool. It's tricking me up because I'm used to hitting like the very bottom button. So since I'm playing with a PS4 controller, I'm used to pinball tables also working with L2 and R2. It's only L1 and R1 to control these flappers individually. Otherwise, I press X to use both of them at the same time like that. A little different from what I'm used to. Alright, there's my second fire shield. Can't have enough fire shields. Alright, there's no tilting option on the table, so can't shake it until I'm mad. Oh, wow. That was some fast momentum down. Alright, well, I know what's coming up next. Let's go ahead and play some Puyo Puyo. But first, Sonic's turn. There we go, we got the original two. Sonic and Tails. Hey, who's up to some Puyo Puyo? One of his AI is actually smarter this time. His AI is rock stupid in base game. So I wonder if they fixed it for Encore. He's still kind of stupid. He's not really doing the best combos, so yeah, not much has really changed. It's not giving me good pieces right now to set up combos. Like, all these are kind of bad. I'd probably work with maybe this. Oh, I actually kind of screwed up there a bit. Shouldn't have put that down there. I can't get the green at all. Oh, he's about ready to lose at this rate anyway, so I don't think it's going to matter much what I do next. Eggman's just going to kind of corner himself. Traditional Eggman in this game. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, let's go ahead and set up a purple combo next. Alright, let's go on to the first new stage handling for Sonic Mania, the Studiopolis Zone. I don't like the new colors here. Oh my god, this looks horrible. What happened to the city? Looks like someone puked on it. Like, the blue color scheme, I think, works way better than this, like, tan purple color scheme. The purple's not that bad, but this tan, why? Why does this exist? No, I just barely had not enough. I think 50 is what you need to trigger those special events from checkpoints. I just barely didn't have enough by the time I hit it. I can already see they changed the special stage up here. So I'm not getting a special stage ring here, it's just a special event block. Which I get the blue rings. Probably the worst out of all those options, but it'll help, I guess, if I get hit. Twice. Let me climb all the way up here for a second. There's gotta be a faster way to do this, though. Oh, no. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was this side or the next one, but one of these sides technically does have a gap in it, which you can fall through, and it has a special ring in it. Just trying to see if that was it, and if it's even there in Encore Mode. Probably isn't. I would not be surprised. Oh, I almost used the glide move on the Eggman box. That would have been horrible. There you go. That's a way better result. This is the ending. I might be thinking of Act 2 about this area. Oh, I almost had the ring. I was just a little early. The timing that's a little weird, not gonna lie, so it takes a little bit to get used to. I didn't even hold down. What the heck? Hand controller. Oh, well, that just drops you straight in the center, so that's bad. Yeah, let's gonna swap to you. Should be easier to just jump over these things with a character that actually has a decent jump. Or I could just fly. Because that's cheating. Ah, well, there goes all my rings. I should be getting them in this junction, though. Yeah, here we go. Got me some good old 5 rings. I have a very high score at the end of this. I stopped doing that. I like to actually keep rings. Maybe he's actually to use Knuckles in this. You know, he has a more give jump. The flying, I keep on tripping myself up with, and I keep on just running straight into a bomb while trying to fly. I think the gliding will be a little safer because I'm already used to it. And too bad I couldn't get a double hit with that. If I could have gotten both of the blue rockets, I don't know what would have happened. I don't think it would have worked, though, because as soon as I hit the first blue rocket, the helicopter was starting to pull back. So I don't think the second one would have made it in time. He would have already been gone by the time it would have been in the background. And that should be game. Get out of here. There. That's done. Nah, I missed it. I was trying to hit it to the left and see what's over here. What's a raised pose? Yeah, the double thumbs. Knuckles might be clean as Steve, but I'll give you the thumbs up. Nah, I hit down just a little too late there. Knuckles, you're getting out of here. Now it's time for the Mighty and Ray show. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Keep on thinking that's going to be a bounce move to push me up higher, but it's not. Keep on tricking myself up thinking of that. Thinking of it, the stupid bounce bracelet all the time is not helping. Our winning numbers are 1x, 3, an Eggman, and 5. You see, you did good until you picked Eggman. I don't know where that came from on our scoreboard. This is why you don't win the lottery. Okay, those bouncers are new. I don't remember ever seeing those. It's a lot. Well, now it's time for the Sonic and Knuckles show. It is technically on the higher ratings. Yeah, let me get some speed shoes in an area where I'm about ready to warp. Because they're going to get a lot of use in this pipe. Okay, now any of the shields now will actually be helpful. There we go, we got the rings. Table restored. Okay, so that's what that one does. It fixes the table. Alright, so I have to grab that probably in later sections to make things easier on me. Should clip right through that flipper. What is this, the Sonic Heroes table so I can clip through tables? Yep, it is. It's the same exact thing you do in Sonic Heroes because pinball in that game is broken. Although this is a rockin' theme for pinball, not gonna lie. Oh, come on. That should have been enough of these flippers to spawn. Oh, I'm gonna... yeah. If there's a way to tilt that table, I could have saved it. But no tilting. Can't be tilted. Eggman was smart. He actually super glued the feet down. So he actually can't shake the table. Because he knows people do that all the time to cheat. Alright, there's nothing up there. I couldn't remember there is or anything in the normal game. Might as well figure, let's check it out for Encore. Alright, let me be careful, because one, I don't want to swap out Sonic, and two, I don't want that shield. If I can do this just right, get in the center of those bumpers. Go on a different path, and there we go. Well, I tried. Let me try it one more time, because I'm right here. Yeah, it's really hard to stay in the center of those things. Well, so much for the pinball. Okay, now we have our second shot at some winning lottery numbers. This time, let's not pull out Eggman, please. Alright, we got 7, 1x, 7, 3x. Well, that's helpful at least. Yeah, I'm not missing it this time. I want this. Especially actually coming to a boss, because if I get the electric shield for this, that'll actually make the boss fight a lot easier. I gotta restore that center point. I'm gonna wait. And no, I don't want to grab now. Ah, well, this is gonna hurt. Wow, that was horrible. I didn't get anything. All I got was an Eggman doll and just wasted time. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this. As the game hitches, that's fun. More wind. Okay. Sure, I'll take it. Ah! I don't know why I didn't grab back on the pole. It was a little weird how I just got pushed up. Now, see, if I was Knuckles, this fight would suck. Wait, did we still have the buzzing? I need to hit the container to see, because I can barely hear it over the music. Yep, the buzzing's still there. So, when Sonic Mania was first revealed during the Sonic 25th anniversary stream at Comic-Con back in 2016, there was so much buzzing audio. The game actually does have a little hidden reference to it. That buzzing at the end of that fight is referencing the 25th anniversary buzzing. I always like that nice little detail. Also, this is new. There's a whole new section to go up to. I think I actually gotta make my way over here, though. Yeah. Have to continue climbing. Also, let me just go over to Ray, because I can fly. And I can do a special stage. Okay. You see, going up to the upper path here, in normal game, that actually wasn't a special stage. That was just, like, I think a shield. What a change. Also, this special stage looks kind of familiar. I think this is actually one of the normal special stages in base Sonic Mania, but changed up ever so slightly. It looks very familiar to me, like the layout and everything. I would not be surprised if they just take some of their special stages and tweak them a bit to make them harder. That'd make sense. I don't like this, I don't like this. I need to get some speed. I'm really slow. There we go. At least Mach 2 is better than 1. Alright, good. Now I can just make a beeline towards the UFO. Get some rings along the way to make sure my time doesn't go down too much. Besides that, we're good to go. What the heck is the UFO? I haven't even seen it since we got the Mach 3. It's gotta be really far ahead. Oh, I barely see it now. Yeah, it's pretty far. Won't make it. I just gotta really keep my pace up and take all those shortcuts. Oh, that's so much for taking my shortcuts. I'm gonna get so many bonuses. Doesn't really matter, it's all for score. Doesn't actually help me catch this thing any faster, give me more time. It's just gonna score. Thanks. Now there goes some time. So I was trying to go a little quicker by doing that little exploit. Didn't really work out. Ah! That's not good. I failed because of time. One wrong move, and you lose so much time. It's insane. It's so weird at this point, too, to only have one Chaos Emerald. Being in Stage 4, it feels really weird at this point for me. That's not good. I mean, I know my first playthrough was pretty similar to this, but I kind of, at this point, know where some of the rings are, so it feels even weirder, if that makes sense. At least I think I know where some of the rings are, because now they're all changed around. Wait. I need this. Yeah, there we go. I like how Ray hangs on the bottom of all these pulleys with his tail instead of his hands. That's actually a pretty nice detail. And he climbs around like a monkey. Now this section I can break because I'm Ray. And this section can almost break me. That was a little too close. Oh, Sonic! Sonic, why'd you follow? Well, somehow he lived. I don't know how. I mean, he died with Ray. You should be dead. Guess how it works is, if the character dies the same time you do, it doesn't count. Because partner death never counts. That's very fortunate, because that would have been a problem. Would have lost 2 characters because of one little mistake. Oh wait, the shield's back. No, I thought we'd actually make that. Keep on losing people left to right. Kind of curious though, hang on. Will Tails fly with me? He won't fly. Okay. Either that's going to be a Sonic and Tails exclusive move right now, or he just won't do it at all in Encore Mode. It's probably a Sonic and Tails exclusive thing, I wouldn't be surprised. Man, I love taking damage as soon as the shield is turning on. My favorite. Oh, that kills it. All enemies on the ground. At least if they're on the screen. That's actually a pretty cool detail. Tails. I need you. That's why I needed him. Bye, Ray. Nice knowing you. Oh, that feel when you're about ready to get to a bonus stage and you lose all your rings. It's fun. Oh, this section is kind of annoying actually with the electric shield. It helps for rings, but it's kind of a pain to actually platform to now. Well, that helped. Thanks, game. It's weird to see these propellers silver. Oh, I can't, yeah, okay, that was a little too close for comfort. I can't do anything over there because I lost my electric shield, so I'm not even gonna take the risk. Nice. Don't get crushed. Thank you. Actually, really quick, I'm going to take a quick break because actually I have to get up and do something. So when we come back, we'll continue with this stage. Stay tuned. Alright, we're back. Sorry about the interruption, but we're good to go now. Had to take care of something off stream. Now I can start climbing. And welcome back, Mighty. You never want to leave me, I see. Yeah, thanks for welcome back, chat. Appreciate it. Oh, I just bounced off that spike. I'm still getting used to how Mighty's extra little shield here is a thing. That is pretty helpful, not gonna lie. It makes sense because I am an armadillo and they have some pretty thick shielding. Although it doesn't help when you run face first into skipping into a spike ball. Why am I continuously hiccuping? Can I stop? That'd be great. That was a bunch of junk. Get me out of this. Platforms. Thank you. I don't know why they wouldn't appear before. It was a little weird. Oh, I think they're on timers, that's why. I just realized what they were. I want to swap the carrot to the tails because he can fly. Oh, this boss. Actually, would probably be a little better if I'm at Tails. I think Tails can probably hit this thing with its propellers. But it's not doing that. Yeah, I can hit this thing with the propellers. And Tails to Tails. There we go. Way quicker fight doing that than just waiting around. You know, it's very convenient in hindsight both those spiders are there, because if they weren't, you'd be dead. Alright, I don't want to take the bottom path, I want to go up. Okay, that thing's new. That doesn't look right. I don't know why. It just doesn't look like it fits in here naturally. Well, Knuckles was short-lived. He was here for like 5 seconds. Okay, I was expecting to hit the water shield, but sure. This is one way to take the upper path, and then miss it. But luckily, we're Tails, so I can just kind of cheese. Because up here is a special ring. And it is still a special ring, good. Alright, take 2, it's special stage number 2, I'm guessing. Yep, special stage 2 again. Alright, let's do this time. I'm actually gonna keep that little container there with the 10 rings. Trying to get my speed up immediately. I think that's what I'm going to try. Because that was a big problem last time. We were not going fast for a while. I should have enough time to keep rings around for a bit longer than last time, so I'm just going to try to focus on the blue orbs. It's already paying off. Wow, not a single ring was had that day. The heck of the UFO? All the way over there? That's still pretty far. I want it. I just want rings, that'd be great. Oh, that nice side swipe, nice side swipe. good thing I left pretty much all the rings here, because I need every single one. Man, this UFO's really far. Holy crap. I don't even know if I can get it. I don't even think I'm getting it this round. We're gonna be close probably again, and then just run out of time. Or we can do things like that and actually waste more time too. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't fall down the pit. Looked like I was going to for a second. Also, pop in here is not the greatest. Well, at this point, I have nothing to lose. Yep. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Timeout. It was way too far. Even if I didn't get hit, I would have lost by time. Man, these UFOs move quick, and they're so spaced out with how many sharp turns are in these special stages now. It's insane. I could technically restart that special stage because I do have debug mode turned on PC. So I'm not going to do that. That's cheating. The only reason why that's there is to practice special stages, not to actually restart them. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. I'm back. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. I'm out. Now we can just pull characters out. That looks really goofy, not gonna lie. I want a Sonic. Look, Mom, I want a Sonic! Oh no, Sonic Boom, put it back, put it back. What is this yellow squirrel? I've never heard of him. Said no Sonic fans. Seriously, how many people actually remember Mighty and Ray were real characters? Especially Ray. Like, I don't even remember the last time Ray was even mentioned in a casual conversation with a Sonic fan. Because he was like, in what, the arcade game? Which not many people played. I think Ray was featured even less than Mighty, and that's saying something. Because Mighty was barely featured in the series too. Okay, let's come back so I can switch. Oh yeah, speed shoes, that's what I need. Especially when I'm barely moving. So many eggs! When did they stop spawning eggs? I land without actually getting hit by an egg. Thank you. Oh, this room. This is a goodies room. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna swap you up. I guess for Knuckles, because the only one that's available right away. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped that high. Okay, good. Tails, you bailed me out. No, don't go that way yet. Let me actually go back this way. Okay, there's a fire shield. There's rings. There's more rings. And a special stage. Well, I guess we get to try again. Twice in one stage is pretty good. Not gonna lie. This is actually one of those special stages where having one of the instant mock-up power-ups in the stage would be great. But sadly, that's not here. It was in the first special stage, which I was kind of surprised about. Okay, that thing's still pretty far. Already starting off very far away. That's not a good sign. I kind of wanted that ring box, but yeah, I'm not going to chance it. Don't want to fall off the edge by missing. Yeah, I think it just does not slow down at all. I think next time I get to that section, I'm actually going to jump over the bouncing board. I think that'll probably be better. If I just jump over the ramp instead of bouncing up, so I can keep my speed. Yeah, see right here, I'm just going to jump over it. Same for that one. That only rings right now. I'm actually getting a lot closer to this thing I was before. That's the strat. Give me that emerald. Yeah, you can definitely say that those were some speed strats. We speedrun. Actually, not really, because if I was a speedrunner, I'd be bouncing all over the walls. Yeah, Knuckles. I need to take a pit stop, a pinball. I like some pinball. Oh, I was not wanting to hit the center. Go up! Come on, you're so close. Like right there. There you go. Let's already fix the center problem. And immediately break it again. Well, that did not take long at all. Alright, can I fix it again? Because I'm gonna need it again. Nah, barely missed. A little too early there. Nope, nope. Oh, what? How did I save that? It's so hard to get back up to this bonus area in table number 2. This is kind of a pain, not gonna lie. At least we gotta continue. That's good. Although the music for pinball here is really rocking. You wouldn't think it'd be this rocking. Alright, that should fix the bottom area. And hey, would you look at that, we're back at it. Oh, great. Nope. That's why we fixed the bottom area. Dang bumper. Couldn't even see it there. It just kind of appeared out of the floor because I was too far away. Nope. Other flipper. I would really like to bounce into the flipper. That'd be great, but I cannot because I can't control where I'm going. It's pinball. Well, at least I got another continue. Man, I'm going to get all the continues from just one go. There you go. Made it to the very top. Alright, I got a fire shield. That's pretty good. I'll take that. And I'm back in. Wow, if I can keep on dropping next to that bumper, that'd be great. Let me go for electric this time. There you go. Alright, at this point, I kind of want to leave. Kind of done. Am I stuck? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. I'll just grab this thing, why not? Give me some more points. Now get me out. Not in. Man, now I just want to leave and I can't leave. I gained the hang of the timing now each time I do this for the claw. It's kind of tricky when you first start playing these stages, but now I'm used to it. Get out! Now I'm not gonna hit a button, I just wanted to leave. Thank you. Oh, that's right, electric shield. I take the top half now. Knuckles. Well, so much for Tails. He dead. Now it's time for Ray. Okay, that was not helpful at all, game. You just flip-flopped the two characters I was playing with currently. That's not... What a mystery event. Mystery event. Make them press Y when they don't want to. Have fun. I kind of want the other one for that. There we go. Oh, I hit the top of the stage so I couldn't fly. Oh, so close. I don't know where the other switch is for that. It's probably on the other side. Can I make that? Nope. Cannot make that. No, I want to spin dash. Stay still. You see, if I was playing with Knuckles in there, he wouldn't be able to make that jump. So that's why we're playing as Ray. Oh. And now Ray gets the positive and Tails there. Why can't Knuckles leave? Wait. I want to go up. Well, I'm not going up now. See, if I was Tails, maybe I could have, but not as mighty. I always forget that stuff's down there and just avoid it. And here, it looks like it was some goodies. Okay, Knuckles, you're getting swamped. Anytime now, game. Thank you. Now, I want to see if I can get a shield for this, just to make things a little easier. I'm not going to stay in the first area for the table and then bail after we get what we need. Any shield will do. Looks like I'm only getting fire, so I'll take a fire shield. Doesn't matter the properties much, I just want it for the extra hit. Especially because I'm not Sonic, so the property... It doesn't really matter as much, because the dash move would be helpful here, but I can't use it because Mighty says no. How did that not hit? I hate this boss. It's a cool design, but I swear, he never takes a hit when you want him to. Seems like the only thing that can hurt me in this boss fight right now is actually the electricity, because I'm not getting hit from the spikes at all. Unless I walk head first into him like that. If I jump, I'm fine. There. Seriously, why? I hate that. He was barely missing the spike by maybe like 3 or 4 pixels. So I don't like this fight. It drags on. There we go, got the double hit. That's what I want. I like how last time we got the double hit. This time we got the no hit. That's the problem with this dude. That happens a lot. It's like you're hitting it too early, but you're also not, because you're supposed to actually hit him when I do. So that, you just gotta work with it, that's all. Gotta wait for him to go up slightly. The time for this boss fight's a little picky, not gonna lie. It looks like you're getting it, but you're probably off by like maybe half a second. And that half a second makes a huge deal because you miss. Alright, but there you go. Flying battery's done. Now watch me flex. Unlike Knuckles, I flex my knuckles. So what's nice actually with Sonic Mania Plus is they actually added in transitions for every single zone now. Because in normal Sonic Mania, these hang gliders weren't there. So that little transition's all new for Plus. I like that, honestly, because it kind of felt bare without transitions before for most stages. It just kind of happened. Only a handful of stages in the game actually had a proper transition. But not all of them have a real transition. And that's nice. Alright, what's down here? Probably not a special stage, but I'm gonna see. Yeah, that's what I thought. They took it out. There's a little secret path here. This is new. This area I don't think existed beforehand. Oh, hang on. They just moved the special stage ring. It's still here. It's just now in a different section. Oh, this one's interesting. Have a straight stretch so far. I also recognize this layout. This is like one of the later ones. I think this is special stage 5? But now it's special stage 3. What? Oh. This is a new item. Put a bumper in here. That's neat. Lay some good combo chains too. That's pretty cool. My problem is every time I'm bouncing off these things, I'm losing a lot of speed. I probably shouldn't bounce on these as much as I am. Like right there is fine. But when they're just kind of floating and there's no bombless pits around, maybe avoid them. Now that just seems like it shouldn't work, but it did. That's a little too close. Oh, nice bumper. Pushed me right into the spikes. I thought I was gonna miss that, not gonna lie. That's why I didn't correct my angle. Should've corrected it. I should be getting this thing soon though, I'm right next to it. Yeah, there we go. Good. That was the first try special stage. I don't know how many continues we have at this point. We got a couple from the pinball special stage. How many do we actually have now with normal special stages added into the mix? I wonder. We probably have at least 3 continues at this rate, maybe more. Oh, how did I miss that? Hey, Jip the Memer, how you doing? Thanks for the awesome there. That was actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Like, that special stage, I'm surprised worked out as well as it did. How much for a ring box? Worth. Let me see if I can get a shield. At this point, these bonus stages are really just gonna be for shields. I played so much of this at this point. Probably just get the water. Or we're gonna get this, sure. Okay, normal shield, I'll take. I should probably try again, maybe go for a fire, to be honest though. Normal shield's okay, but fire's way better. Alright, there we go. I'm good, let's get out of here. That looks fun. I don't want to do it. Let's leave. And wait for the O to go away, because it's about ready to pop back in. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Bad timing. There we go. Oh yeah, let's go fast. And then wait. Hey Hyper Kirby, how you doing? Yeah, let's risk it. Yeah, we got Sonic. Now I gotta use my shield special abilities. Doing good, just warming up some dinner to eat. Nice. What's for dinner for tonight, out of curiosity? What's the foods? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Could have actually saved the shield if I didn't try to kill the enemy with it. These bagels, bombs on cheese. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. This will honestly probably be a little bit easier if I had Tails and Knuckles right now. Too bad they're in reserve. There we go. A little more of a pain to do with Sonic. Still possible. Just got off work myself. Nah, I didn't really work today. Today was pretty much troubleshooting day for me because Windows update. That's fun. Everything was broken. Which is good because, yeah, let's have a Windows update break everything before stream, because that's what I need, especially when it's a PC game. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't have to just pull out the PS4 version with all the tech problems we had just starting the stream. Wait, I want a shield for this. This boss can go down really quick if I get a shield, but I need to see. Is electric here? Yes, there it is. I gotta wait for another pass though. Or, you know, my crane could go down on its own. Okay, so it is on a timer. I thought he looked like it was on a timer earlier, but I couldn't check. Ah, it's not here now. I guess I'll grab this. Now it's gonna be all the way at the top of the table to try again for a shield. That's not good. Probably not gonna get one at this rate. Trying to get up to the top is a pain. There we go. Okay, I actually did. Nice. I'll just go for whatever shield I can grab at this point. So let's go for fire. There you go. Alright, let's get out of here. Stop being stuck, Sonic. Thank you. Okay, that hitch was weird. I thought the game was crashing for a moment. We're here. There you go. Wait a minute. Those are spikes. Yeah, this boss fight's broken as mighty. Okay. Just bounce off his little spiky hands. Mighty OP. This is why he was never around in the series, because he's too OP for spikes. Mega Man would like to have a talk with Mighty and ask him, how does he do it? I die every time I touch spikes. You can literally brush them off like they're nothing. Tell me your secrets. Planning to get Team Sonic Racing? Nah. Honestly, not really interested. I have All-Stars Racing Transform, and honestly, from what I'm seeing, that looks like the better game. Maybe one day I'll get the Team Sonic Racing game when it's on sale, but not anytime soon. You can make that, right? Okay, guess not. Actually, let's stay as ice for a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I can actually break the spikes in the ice as Mighty, too. Man, Mighty, you're too powerful. See what I mean? Think about getting it, but not sure if we will or not. Honestly, if you can get it for sale, maybe. But from what I've seen, I don't know. It looks interesting enough, but especially if you have games like Mario Kart already, I don't really see much of a point. Because it's a more bare bones version of All-Stars Racing Transform, and that was packed to the brim with content. Team Sonic Racing does not look like it has too much content outside of the racing. And All-Stars Racing Transform, you always get on sale for like $5 on PC. And it's usually given away a lot of the times, or on sale on consoles too. So, I don't know. It's hard to justify it. I usually don't get racing games day one unless, you know, it's like Mario Kart. Unless I have a lot of friends who are getting it. I don't think I even know anyone who's wanting it, just for that same reason. It just doesn't seem like there's enough content. Wait. Try it again. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. The fire shield. Into a fire shield. Okay. Man, I'm so glad I had Sonic for that. That would have been painfully slow otherwise. I'll come actually near the end of the stage. They patched this, but actually there was like a funny little thing you can do in this to actually skip the boss fight. If you just like stand, I think it's on this log, you hold down with the camera, and then you go fight the boss. The camera doesn't fully pan into the boss fight, so a log can't spawn. Kind of weird, honestly. But they patched that out really quick. Like, by the time the PC version launched, like 2 weeks after the game came out, it was patched. Apparently, there is still a way to skip this boss fight, though, in Encore Mode. Like, apparently, there's still another way to do it. I don't know how. Or if it's even still in the game. Like, it could have been patched at this point. It's kind of weird. Then again, it's a Sonic game, so expect it to be broken in some way. There we go, dead. The only racing game series I'm interested in is Mario Kart. For the most part, I'm kind of the same. I will play some others, like the Burnout games are great arcade racers. And once in a while, I will pick up a Sonic Racer because they honestly do a really good job of them. But again, this new one doesn't seem like it has much content. We'll have to see though, because I originally thought the same for the original All-Stars Racing, but there was a good amount of stuff to do in that one. You had Telltale going out of business? Yeah, I did. It's kind of sad. I actually heard a recent story that they're scrambling at this point to even try to find people to finish the Walking Dead series that they're currently on. Because they promised people we'll finish the final season for Walking Dead, but they can't even find workers to do it, so maybe they shouldn't have promised something they actually can't do. Like, that's not a good idea. I don't know. Like, honestly, my opinion about the Telltale thing is it's sad to see it happen, but I'm really not surprised. Because for years, I've heard about a lot of bad management with the company to a point where it was just looking like one day it could be possible for them to have to declare bankruptcy, and yet here we are. They took on way too many licenses at one point, which really doesn't help. Like, they had so many projects. At one point, they'd put out like 7 games a year. It would be way too much to handle at once. So things just kind of go south if that happens real fast. Sometimes oversaturation is not good for a market because people got tired of Telltale games. They all felt samey. It'd be sad if The Walking Dead doesn't get concluded. I will agree there. But honestly, they really need to focus on paying the workers before they really try to take on products with the fired workers. Like that, it's probably not gonna work. Not gonna lie, like they won't be willing to finish it if they're not getting paid. Like that's not a good move. Okay, Sonic, you done down there? Thank you. I need you so I can bounce up here. Ah, dang it, the ring's gone. All that hard work for nothing. That was the one ring I was hoping they wouldn't have actually touched. Alright, Mighty. This is your specialty at spikes. That was the only series interested in. Although I did enjoy their Batman. You see, I haven't really played the Batman. I've heard that one's pretty good. I've only really played, I think actually one of their games fully. I played a little bit of The Walking Dead, but I'm not into the series, so it's hard to follow it when you're not really a fan, even though it's more based off, I think, the comics. But I played the Back to the Future game that they made. That was really good. I enjoyed that one. I also have Wolf Among Us. I want to try that one because I heard that one was actually pretty good too. I think the only game that they're actually going to finish proper was the Minecraft story mode stuff because they actually have a contract to finish it. Like, they're kind of required by contract to finish it all. So it's the only one guaranteed to actually be done. It'd be nice to see Walking Dead done, honestly, when they're saying we want to, but they can't even get workers to actually make the game. I highly doubt it will be done. It'll be sad to see. So once then, they could just be assumed that the zombies get to, or not zombies, whatever they call them. Game, stop hitching. Why does it do that? Make it back here. Oh man, that was close. I thought I was gonna die by the time I was trying to get in the final hit. Would have sucked, but it wouldn't have been a first. Hey, Super Spire, how you doing? Yeah, Super Mario Party comes out tomorrow, which is actually pretty interesting. I've heard the reviews are pretty good. It's at least getting like 7 out of 10s, which is the highest Mario Party game's gotten in a couple years. To be fair, going back to the roots is a good idea. It just sucks that the only online mode is mini games, and that there's like what 4 boards in the game, which is a little small, to be honest. I think the most boards usually a game has about 6 or so. So 4 seems a little smaller than normal. Not gonna lie. But at least we get traditional Mario Party. That's nice. I'll probably play a little bit of it when it comes out. Maybe tomorrow or something on my own. But yeah, unfortunately, with everyone I know literally living states or even countries away, that game's gonna get shelved quick. That's why I wish I would actually make one that had proper online support. Because how many people do you know nowadays that live close to each other that can play games locally? Like, even the people you know close to each other a lot of times don't play video games. So I seen that special ring. You can't hide that from me, game. I'm getting in there. Yeah, there we go. Luckily, with Mighty's little stomp move killing all momentum, makes it much easier to get in here. So I don't have to worry about actually overshooting. I think this was like special stage 6 normally? Or it looks like 6. I'll wait away from all the blue balls. Kinda needed those for speed. And also whiffing on my rings is not good. Oh god. I think it's not possible to get that capsule at Mach 1. I think it needed to be Mach 2. That looked like I was going too slow and just completely fell. Telltale version of Harley Quinn is one of my favorite versions of the character. I've heard actually that their rendition of Harley Quinn's pretty good. So that's good to hear because I know that the version they made for like the Arkham series, not that many people really liked because it just didn't feel as much like Harley after a while, especially with the design. So it's good to see that Telltale got her down like perfectly for a lot of people. There we go, end of the stage. Let's get out of here. Now this, I want Sonic because of his drop dash. Let's race. Let's go. Man, it feels good to actually know what I'm doing with the drop dash now compared to my first playthrough. I had no idea how this worked in the first playthrough. And watching that stream, I'm like screaming internally, dude, you just hold the jump button. It's that simple. The game doesn't tell you about this at all, anywhere, how to properly do it. So, a lot of information was not the greatest day one trying to figure this out, because no one knew. They were all just kind of doing whatever. No, I got away from the spin, that's right. Like that. Can you just spin dash? Oh wait! The shots hit metal now? That's interesting. I don't remember that being a thing originally. There you go. Not gonna be picking up some Mario Party anytime soon for a few reasons. Starters only 4 boards, which is disappointing. Not to mention the fact that these 4 boards are very small. Very little content in the game itself. The game's disappointing. Well, see, the only reason why I'm picking it up, honestly, because I have a lot of the same issues, I'm getting it for a discount. That's the only reason. It was one of the last things I was able to get on the Prime discount before that died. So, I can actually get it for less than retail price. It's the only reason, and Nintendo games never go on sale. So, it's the only reason why I pick it up now. Honestly, if I didn't get it for like $50, I wouldn't actually buy it now at all. I would think it'd be way too much for a game I'm never gonna actually be able to play. Also, that was a boss. That was an interesting transformation. Hey! You jerk. I wanted that. I wanted the Phantom Ruby. Come on. Speaking of Harley Quinn, she's gonna be getting her own TV show apparently. Yeah, I heard about that. It's actually a pretty cool idea. I mean, they've done a lot of different things for Batman shows in the past, including making that, like, live-action Gotham show, which not many people liked from what I've heard. So, actually having Harley Quinn being a star of something is a pretty cool idea, I'm not gonna lie. That was weird. I got grabbed as soon as I killed him, so that didn't really work out. DC's trying to turn her into a female Deadpool, aren't they? I would not be surprised. Because I swear, DC right now kind of wants to copy whatever Marvel's doing because of their success. They're trying to get the same kind of winning formula. And it's not really working in their favor. Oh, that looked a little glitchy. Don't know what happened there. Well, that was short-lived. Hey, let me see. Does the code still work? Wait for the water to go down. Left, left, left. Right, right, right. Up, up, up. No. Alright, so that sucks. That was a cool little Easter egg thing. I can't even show it off now because all the versions of the game I own patched that out. Can't get Dunkley just screaming yeep in this anymore because they patched it. Why would they do that? Come on. That was harmless. Hang it, Sega, you're holding the fun hostage. What are you, Nintendo? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make that. Just land and get a bubble to do this instead. I almost made it. Luckily there's a spring, so it doesn't really matter. That's the only thing I hate about DC is how much they're shoving Batman down our throats. I mean, yeah, that's the biggest problem I think with DC right now, because I think the only thing they know works for them is Batman. Because I know people are tired of Superman, and all the other characters they just experiment with at this point. So that's kind of annoying. I got an achievement for this. What the heck? Boat enthusiast? Okay. I guess I took all the boat paths? That's weird. I don't know. I think Batman's the only real character series I liked ever seeing from DC, but at the same time, it is kind of oversaturated at this point. It's kind of like Sega with Sonic. Like, at one point, if you keep on shoving the same character down people's throats and you don't really use the other IPs you have, it kind of gets boring. Like, there's not much new stuff you can really do with the character at that point if you keep on using them over and over again. Especially with a character like Batman. He's pretty one note. Yeah, they tried that thing with Wonder Woman because of that recent movie, like, what, a year or so ago? I know it didn't do as well as they were hoping, but I think it was actually one of the better received DC movies in a while, because most of their movies the past couple of years have been kind of hated on. So, they at least had a movie that wasn't hated, and that's a step in the right direction. Mighty, my bubble. I don't want to lose Sonic. Well, I didn't. I just took out Mighty with Knuckles. Interesting. Yeah, the Justice League movie did bomb. That is true. That was actually, I think, one of the worst received DC movies in years. people hated that. To be fair, they tried to build up a cinematic universe and immediately jumped into a movie with all their characters after they only did like a handful of movies, which each character in the universe, it did not work. It had like no structure from what people said. Like the backstory was really not that well told. I don't know. I didn't really hear anything good about the movie, unfortunately. I never hear much about it in general. So, not really sure exactly why people hate it. Oh, that's a bomb. Drop it. I love this fight so much. You get to be the Eggman. I am the Eggman. I have the master plan. My plan is for you to get in this tornado. Come on. I love how that one actually dropped an air bubble. That's weird. Hey, Knuckles still behind. That's cool. So when I first played this game, I still remember this stage in particular. I spin dashed to the right here, and I crashed the game, basically with that. The original build of this game, the one that happened on the day one release, yeah, not the best. It had a lot of major bugs with it, and that was one of them. There was a couple stages you could just spin dash to the right on, and the game would just crash. For no good reason, it just happened. Hydro City, I think, was the best example of it, because it was one of the easiest stages to spin dash right after the victory screen. That, yeah, good job, Sega. They patched that pretty quick. Well, that happened. They patched that issue pretty quick. I think it was like after the PC version came out and they released the patch for the consoles. It was fixed there, so about, I think, a 2-week gap it took for them to fix that. It was weird, because apparently when this game first came out, it had the patch ready to go pretty early on. Problem was, Sega wasn't able to actually release the patch until the PC version came out. Because apparently the patch data they had ready to go on like PS4, Xbox One, and Switch for weeks, but they had to wait. That's kind of dumb, not gonna lie. If you had the patch ready, release the dang patch. But they had to wait to go through the channels with the companies like Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo to get the patch actually up on the store and pushed out the consoles. So it took longer because of the companies who ran the stores. It's kind of stupid. That's usually why PC games always get updated first compared to consoles, because it takes forever to actually update something on a console. You gotta get it approved by the company of the console you're updating with. So on a PS4, you have to get Sega's approval to put the update, not Sega, I'm thinking of this game. You have to get Sony's approval if Sega wanted to put a Sonic Mania patch out. It's kind of stupid, not gonna lie. And it gives some big problems for some games. Some games never get patched for that reason. Some they just kind of leave alone because it's too much of a process. And so they'll just patch the PC versions instead. No. Yep. Glad that Sega's at least giving me Valkyria Chronicles some action. Join Valkyria Chronicles 4. I've heard 4 is actually pretty good so far, so that's good. We're getting the first game on Switch. Yeah, that's right, because the HD version's coming to Switch as well. Which is pretty cool. But I'm also not surprised, because literally everything you can think of can come to Switch. So, that's like, I think at this point, to some people, it's not a matter of if, but when. For any kind of game you ask. Do I like tactic games? Not really. Personally, it's just not my thing. I don't like them at all. I usually like a game that actually has action, which is normally why I also don't like most RPGs. The only game I can kind of play that's a little slow paced like that is Pikmin. But there's a lot more happening in Pikmin, so that's kind of fine. I mean, I have the first Valkyria Chronicles on Steam because I wanted to try it at one point. I may do that sometime in the future. I don't know when, though, because there's a lot of other games I might play to try first. Too many games. Yeah, it's too bad a character in this game doesn't have an O for the beginning of your name, because then we could just spell TKO. We're so close. What the heck is TK? Total knock? That one doesn't make any sense. White Tactics can play Fire Emblem, 3DS titles, Mario Rabbids, and King of Conquest 4. See, I also want to try Mario Rabbids just because of how different it is. I do have that as well because I got it last year on Black Friday. I just haven't bothered to play it yet because, again, there's so many other games. Honestly, of all the tactics games, that may be one of the first ones I want to try just because it's portable. Any tactics game, if it's portable, I think I'd like to try because having a game like that portably makes the most sense because it's easy to pick up and put down. Compared to something like on a console where you have to dedicate time to play it. I've heard a lot of great things about Mario and Rabbids. It was like a sleeper hit for most people. They had done nothing of it when it was first announced, and then it came out, and people loved it. It was kind of weird for most people for that reason. They all expected that game to be horrible, and then it was shown off, and people loved the idea. So much so that the XCOM devs even said, we kind of wish now we just proposed this idea to Nintendo ourselves. Because they would love to do a crossover kind of game like that. Imagine that, XCOM cross Mario. So Mario would actually be shooting real guns and shooting aliens. That'd be a weird crossover, not gonna lie. Well, Knuckles about ready to die. Too bad, my ear. Yeah, Ubisoft's also doing that crossover thing with Starlink with Star Fox, which is a cool idea. I think that honestly, they probably thought of that like near the... I didn't know Knuckles can kill him. Okay, so partners can damage that boss. That's super interesting. I didn't know that was even possible. That's so weird. I don't even know what I was saying because Knuckles distracted me. Knuckles are too good. Oh yeah, it was about the Starlink Star Fox thing. I think honestly they probably thought about doing that later in development because I realized after the initial reveal, people did not care about that thing at all. People were tired of Toys to Life games, and when they announced Starlink was another Toy to Life, a lot of people I know originally groaned at the idea. So I think the Star Fox thing was probably added later in development. Like worked out a deal with Nintendo to get them in the game because they knew with Star Fox in there it'd probably get more traction and more popularity because of it. So people would actually want to try it. I have no interest in Starlink because I don't like Toys to Life games at all. I think they're way too expensive to get into. And you miss out on a lot of content if you don't have a lot of specific pieces. So I'm not going to bother. It looks cool, but honestly not my thing with how you have to collect for it. Honestly, if I ever got it, it would only be the Switch version so I can play some of the Star Fox stuff, and even then, gotta be a pain to keep up with. Huh? When Knuckles moves Salon? Okay, is it because I'm actually playing as Knuckles? Or is it a thing with Encore Mode? That's what I wonder. I feel like this is a thing with Encore. Just putting you here. Because, well, Knuckles is one of the playable characters, and this is his stage normally instead of the flying stage. So they could just do more stuff with this compared to the flying stage. There's barely anything that could probably change in an auto-scroller. Yeah, pretty much how you're describing it, Hyper, is exactly how it went over in the initial reveal. It was meh, and then, oh hey, look, we got Star Fox, and it just went crazy. Like, hey, that's cool. Still Toys to Life, though. I mean, I'm in that minority who still does not give a crap because it's Toys to Life. The only things I collect still at this point is Amiibos, and that's every once in a while, too. And it's because I like Amiibo. I like the concept of them. just as little figurines because they barely do anything. The most they ever do in games usually give you a costume. And this stage is entirely different in Encore Mode. This is a whole new stage, basically. Rouge Lawn is not laid out like this for Knuckles at all. It's an entirely different layout. Yeah, I know a lot of people I think are only going to want to buy that new Starlink game because of the Star Fox stuff. Because, again, not many people even care about Toys to Life at this point. Toys to Life stuff does not sell well at all nowadays. Normally, Toys to Life stuff just kind of sits on a shelf and takes up more space. So half the time you usually see those kind of games and their figures discounted pretty quick because the stores just want to get rid of them. They want room for new inventory. It gets that bad. So I'm thinking the Star Fox thing, again, Ubisoft did later in development because they realized this is a concept no one really cares about anymore. But we're not going to actually sell this thing. Which is a good business move, not going to lie. Like, that was a good idea for them to try that. But I still don't think it's going to interest a lot of people. It's only interesting people who have a Switch. People who are on PS4 and Xbox One still do not give a crap about that game because there's nothing really enticing. Starlink's discount will probably happen a couple months in. I'm going to predict that now. And it's because it's probably going to have a pretty big surge popularity when it first starts. And then as soon as the game is out for a little bit, people are going to stop caring about it. Because of the Toys to Life thing, and they just don't want to bother collecting all those stupid figurines to play a video game. It happens a lot. That's why most of the Toys to Life stuff was getting canceled at one point, like Disney Infinity, that got canceled. And Skylanders, I think, is even slowing down now, too, which is the yearly thing from Activision. I think at this point, they're stopping production on, like, every year. I think they skipped a year already. It's either this year or last year they skipped. I think it was this year they skipped. Yeah, what you're saying there, it's pretty much, again, a big echoing thing a lot of people said. They just kind of hated what happened to Spyro and Skylanders, which I don't blame a lot of fans. He just looked ugly, and his role was really nerfed in the Skylanders game. I mean, it's good we're getting a remake now for the original trilogy. Still kind of sucked to see what happened to him at the time, but at least now Spyro fans are getting something. And I'm really hoping because of that delay, they actually did put all 3 games on the disc instead of having that to be a day 1 patch for the other 2 games. That was the worst idea. Seriously, whoever proposed that idea originally, man, I really hope they got fired. That was a horrible thing. It was probably Activision who did it, not the devs actually for the Reunited Trilogy. Because Activision loves to rush things. They love to get it out early because it makes more money. No. Just no. It never works. A rushed product always ends in disaster. No matter if it's by sales, by how it plays, or just a major inconvenience about the day 1 patch crap. I think they're already basing, or Activision's already basing the success for the Reignited trilogy to see what they're doing with Spyro. Kind of like how they did with Crash. So if it does well, then we'll probably get another game in a similar style. If it tanks, well, back to Skylanders. And that's the question. How high expectations does a company have for a game like that? That's the big question. How much does Activision really want the game to sell? How many units? That makes you worried. Because you get companies like Square Enix who think millions of copies of Rise of the Tomb Raider? I think it was like over 2 million copies or something like that. They consider that a commercial failure. Even though that's an amazing sales rate. It still was considered a failure because it wasn't enough in their eyes. That's the one thing you always got to worry about. How much is enough to continue a series to a company? Is it something reasonable or something stupid? Stage, please. Thank you. Yeah, I lost all my speed with that. I was trying to get more. Yeah, they still have not really said anything about the disc thing. We don't know yet if they're delaying the game because they want to put the rest of them on the disc, or if it's just to polish things up and still you have to download 2 and 3. I really hope it's not. Because at that point, what's the point of buying it physically? You're gonna have to download most of the game anyway, so what's the point? You just download the rest and then just have faster loading times. And more convenience too, because you don't put in a disc. I hated that idea so much. If you're only gonna put one of the games on there, there's no point in a physical release. But again, this is Activision. They love to get things out quick. They don't care how. I mean, that's why this new Call of Duty doesn't even have a single player. I mean, Battle Royale is a hot new thing, but at the same time, you don't kill a popular single player campaign from a popular series because you just want to try something new. But that's what this company does. So, yeah, I have no faith in them. I'm hoping this Spyro remake is good, because the Crash one was good. But it's Activision, so I have no faith. No matter how good the developers can be behind it, it's the company who produces the game and sells it. Making all the business decisions makes me worried all the time. Yeah, there was a lot of people who were pissed about the fact that 2 and 3 were a digital only thing, which, to be fair, I was kind of included in that list. I did make a little rant post on Twitter about it. It's like, it was a dumb idea. You don't do that. At that point, just don't make a dang physical version. There's no point. It doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of resources at that point if you're not going to even bother. I mean, to be fair, the Switch has that problem a lot of times too, because there's a lot of third-party games that will be shipped out that require you to download pieces of the game in patches. That one makes a little more sense because the limitation of the Switch cartridge size right now is kind of a problem for a lot of AAA titles. So they just don't have enough space to put it all in the cart. So that one at least makes some sense. There's no excuse for a Blu-ray disc. Those things can hold up to 50 gigs. I'm pretty sure the Spyro Trilogy is not going to be even close to that for all 3 games. It's kind of weird. I don't mind as much the Switch stuff, even though it is annoying. Like some games, the Mega Man things are a great example. The original Mega Man collections and then the X collections, just buy them digitally. Breaking them up like half of physical and half of digital is a little stupid. Those ones don't have a reason to be broken up. Those, I think, again, both can easily fit in a cart. Yeah, and people with no internet is the big thing. People with no internet will not be able to play games that have to be patched in. It's the whole reason why, like, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 issue was a thing. Because when that game was released, the only thing on the disc was the tutorial. So if you didn't download the day 1 patch for Pro Skater 5, you had a dead game, because the rest of it was locked down a patch. So, yeah, that's a good move. So Activision is known for doing stuff like that, which is not a good thing. Hey man, I can actually find another special stage ring here soon. Man, I'm actually gonna just... Or having to take this, sure. I didn't want the electric shield, but I guess I'm keeping it now. I was wanting fire. Fire shield's so good in Oil Ocean. You burn so much of the oil, which actually helps kill some enemies. Also, Fire Shield helps in moments like that, because fire... Oh, you gotta be kidding me! A combo into crushing death. That's not fun. No, not again. His Tails is right here, but unfortunately he's the only one alive. At least we're at the end of the stage, but I would like some friends, please. I mean, we have enough continues, so I'm not worried. Technically, we also have a save point, so it's not a big deal either. We'll just start in the beginning of the stage. Oh, he goes in the background now. Ah, I didn't know he did that. You see, I always kill this guy so quick, I never see him do an attack. That's the easiest boss in this entire game. It's so rare you ever see that thing attack. Is there anything up here? Nah. Okay, I tried. What's this thing? Yay? This fog looks really weird when it's in purple. It doesn't look right, not gonna lie. The whole purple aesthetic of the stage is pretty cool, not gonna lie, but the fog is the one thing that doesn't work well, kind of clashes. Kind of hard to see what this is now. Is this smog? I think it's smog. We're gonna assume it's smog. It make the sense to me. Make the sense. Doesn't make the grammar though. Hey, a swamp! What happens when you swamp by yourself? Nothing! How am I not surprised? It's like I have no characters on reserves. Doesn't work. There's some characters. Just gotta get to them. I'm Tails, so it's easy to get to them. Alright, who do I want? Alright, gotcha, Sonic. Alright, let's fall down this hole because this actually does lead to a special stage in normal game. Here, it's a mystery capsule, which is pretty useless because don't really have anyone else to swap with game. I gotta hurry. There's a lot of smog. Okay, that was all entirely pointless. It's basically me just pressing Y. I gotta find one of those little pulleys now. Luckily, you don't drain rings that fast. I think it's a ring a second, so it's not too bad. So as long as you have enough rings, you can survive this for a while. It's kind of hard to see, so that's kind of why I want to turn this off. Game, stop doing that. Probably only because I'm streaming it. Oh yeah, submarine. Let's go in. Bye, Tails. Hope you like the suffocate. There's no real point actually going in these things because honestly you can just kind of run past them and get the same results. You go in here for extra enemy kills for your score and some items, like the ring box there. Because they're not really required and they do lead you to another path, so there is that, but it kind of spits me out in the same area I was going to go to anyways. Alright, got Mighty back. See, it's kind of easy to get a lot of your characters back. So it's not as, well, stressful as you would think it is, getting characters back compared to lives. It's basically the same thing as finding an extra life. I think this is the end of the stage, so we're good. Oh, Tails won't fly. Thank you, Tails. Why can't you fly? Oh, almost got you in one cycle. I think one more hit, and that octopus thing will be dead. Yeah, Tails can't fly. That's weird. Oh, that was 3 more hits. A lot more than I thought. So I'm guessing in Mania mode is the only way you can actually use Tails' flying ability as player 1. You have to do it as he's your partner only in Mania mode. In Encore mode, that doesn't work. It's kind of interesting, not gonna lie. He can still fly on his own, but he chooses not to if you're the partner. How's the submarine getting here? This is a volcano. It just kind of surfs by in the oil and then suddenly volcano. Does that make sense? Sonic logic. Oh, hey, a switch. Okay, so there must be a gate up here. I think of gaming companies such as EA and Konami. Well, EA is terrible. I think that's general consensus, and I kind of agree with that. They're just kind of money hungry. Don't really care about what they do. And because of that, they screw over a lot of companies. Really, the only game series I actually like from them is Burnout, and they haven't touched Burnout in over a decade. And then the first time they do touch it is with Burnout Paradise getting an HD port on the PS4 and Xbox One. So that's stupid. I kind of wish it was a new game, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's great. They shut down companies all the time. Not the biggest fan. But a company like Konami, they've been getting a lot better over the years, not gonna lie. Like, they've been horrible for a while, but now they've been doing a little better. I just hope at some point they actually go back a little more to some of their roots with the IPs. They're doing good so far, but they gotta keep up. That's the big thing. Things like Bomberman have been pretty good. Super Bomberman R is like a fantastic game. I just hope they continue with that streak and do that with other IPs they have too. Things like Metal Gear, I swear I just kind of want to take it out back and shoot it. I did hear, though, they're doing a HD port of both Wandle Blood and Symphony of the Night to the PS4. Which actually, from what I've been hearing, a lot of fans have been kind of pissed about. I think it's because they've been wanting to see new entries or like a proper HD remake of the game instead of just an HD port. And it's just an HD port. So I think a lot of fans have been kind of pissed about that because they kind of want to see more work done instead of just an emulator machine. I can understand that one. If a company just lazily ports the game, it's never good. Sometimes actually the lazy port is worse than the original versions. Like fan emulators sometimes do better. Great example is the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. From what I've been hearing, that emulator is not the greatest. Like, scaling is up the wazoo. And apparently the Switch version when it first came out had some weird lag issues. And apparently it has a pretty bad input delay as well, especially on PS4. That's good. That's what you want to have, especially with a game that requires fast reflexes. Ray's flying move here is really cool. I think the biggest problem it has is the stage design. It was not built for this.
Oh, jeez. Had the mute there for... I'm still not over it. Just choked on air. Ugh. The worst. I want that. Ah, good call. Now I'm waiting. Hang on. Ah. That's what I get for having to look away from the screen half the time because I'm badly coughing. Not a good time to do that, not gonna lie. I need to talk. It's kind of my job here. Get back in there. I'm just gonna take the damage, I don't care. There you go, I found the sweet spot. That's what I needed. Hey Sonic, it's convenient they turned off the lava. Otherwise I'd be burning to death. Do I know a gaming YouTuber named Pack Attack? I think the name sounds familiar. I think I've heard of him a couple times. I don't know him personally at all. I haven't seen any of his videos. I think from what I've heard, there's some controversy stuff coming up with him. That's about it. Nowadays, what YouTuber doesn't start controversy? It's kind of sad to say. Oh, come on. I maybe think of someone else when I'm saying that, because I'm not sure. Then I had a friend that said something, but I don't know if it was about this YouTuber or another one. Because this happens a lot. So I can't remember who's who with this crap. What's controversy? Well, that's a good question, because it depends on the person. Some people just say things that people don't agree with. Or just do things that people don't agree with. So I don't know. Again, I maybe think of someone completely different. So I'll take that with a grain of salt. Oh yeah, I got everyone. Actually, just a fun little interesting story I like to say. I actually have a friend who I knew from high school, and he does YouTube stuff, and he's pretty popular actually. He's a pretty big PokeTuber. I'm not going to say the name of the guy, but he's a pretty big Poke YouTuber, and apparently he's the one I keep on hearing a lot about as of late, starting a lot of controversy stuff. And it's sad because, honestly, from when I remember growing up with the dude in high school, he wasn't like that at all. Apparently YouTube changed him. Like, getting known, getting to a high point, it kind of just changed his outlook on a lot of stuff, because from what I hear, he's always starting up something. Which is sad to say. Because, like I said, I knew this guy back in high school and he wasn't like that. So I don't know what changed. Had them in the fame. Had just gone to his head. I mean, that happens. It's sad to say, but it does happen. Some people, once they get to a certain state, they kind of just talk about whatever they think is right. Or that they think is right. And it does not line up with a lot of people's opinions. So getting famous, let it go to their head. But that's pretty much what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like this guy, I think just getting well known, it just let it get to his head. Which is sad to see. It happens a lot, unfortunately. But it does happen. And when it does cause problems. Hey, a special ring. I want that. You see, like, I can agree with you. I'm not a fan of like a lot of like big YouTubers. I do watch some. But at the same time, these are the same kind of people who actually respect their fans. So it's easier to watch these kind of people because they will actually respect their fans and do stuff with them half the time. There's a lot of bigger YouTubers I can follow
that always shout out their viewers and always try to include them in some way into their content. Whether it be their streams or their, like, voting on a topic. So that's the kind of YouTuber I would like to follow. Ones that actually not only have respect, but give back to their community. Yeah, like people like Chuck Conway is a good example. All the people in Runaway Guys as well. It's another good example. Like those are the kind of people I follow. Sonicmania Johnny's another one. He's always giving back to his community. Which is not allowed to go up. I just want to go up. Let me go up, game. Okay, good. That's done. No! Ah, I slipped. Yeah, I heard about what happened to Kobe a couple months ago when he had to quit, unfortunately. And it is sad to see what happened to him, because basically, I think the biggest thing that got to him after a while was just stress and depression from doing the YouTube stuff. It happens. It's really hard to keep up with that kind of environment nowadays, and especially with the people on the platform becoming a lot more toxic towards each other in the comments section. It's hard to find a lot of positivity in some bigger YouTubers' comments, because you usually find a lot of hate. And that's never what you want to see. But it does happen. And I know he was going through a lot of personal stuff, so he had to quit, because he couldn't really do it anymore. He had to put on a different face for his YouTube content and his live streams, so he just could not do it. Which is completely understandable. I did hear, though, apparently, like, some fans, quote-unquote, were harassing some of his friends, asking what happened. Like, specifics, which is never something you should do. Never be that fan. Never be the one that has to ask what happened and demand it from someone else. No, you don't do that. Oh, hey, this is different. You know, if you didn't follow me in here, Ray, I could have actually gone out of here quicker. Could have just swapped to you and you could have jumped up here. Alright, what boss are we getting to do? Is this a hybrid boss? Because this is definitely new. Knuckles actually fights an entirely different boss here. He actually fights a boss that's trying to steal the Master Emerald. And then we get to fight the normal one. Okay. I can't remember what this guy's name is, but the Buzzy Beetle that this robot's riding is actually a reference to a Sonic fan that unfortunately died due to cancer. And they named the Buzzy Beetle after him in honor of his memory. Because he was pretty big in the Sonic hacking contest community. Like, he was a big Sonic hacker. He made a lot of different ROM hacks, I believe. Or at least made one. No, I don't think that happened, Hyper. I don't think there was any kind of suicide thing happening. I think at one point the dude was thinking about it, but he got professional help. I think he's perfectly fine at this point, and he's, like, spending time with family. I don't think there's anything that drastic. Because if it happened, then you would hear a lot more outcry from his friends on Twitter. They would probably actually say something. Oh my, how many characters are you gonna wipe out, buddy? This dude's mad I can't remember the Buzzy Beetle name. So he wants me dead. Oh my gosh, I'm only down to one character. That was scary. That was game over to this boss because I couldn't live. You see, the problem is with Encore Mode is that as soon as you die, you restart back to the area you're playing. Unless both the characters die at the same time, then you're just warped back to the checkpoint. So in a boss fight, if you lose all your characters, that's it. It'll just automatically take you out. And they all can go quick as you just see in a boss fight, so that was scary. Man, I love this song so much. This is one of my favorite songs in Mania. I love Metallic Madness, that one. So good. And Act 2 is even I wouldn't say it's better than this, but it's pretty close. Just very catchy. I got nothing from both, really? Dang it. I was hoping the mystery one could have gave me a character. It did not. I would really like another character right now, though, I'm not gonna lie. Having only Tails is kind of scary. If he dies, that's it. I'll have to start probably from the beginning of the stage, so I'll have to use it to continue. I don't think we're getting all the Chaos Elements at this rate, by the way, because we only have 2 more zones left. It's this, and then it's the final zone. So yeah, there's not much left in the game, and I need 4 Chaos Emeralds. So I don't think it's happening, unfortunately. But I'm not surprised. This happened in my first playthrough of normal Mania, so we'll get as many as we can. But I don't think we're gonna get all of them. We might actually end with 4 at the most. Maybe 5 if we find another special stage ring. We'll be lucky if we end with all 7. Not gonna lie. It'd be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, definitely not gonna happen if I do stuff like that. I think you have to jump to the bumper before you hit the grass stuff in general, like whatever the heck that is. The stuff that will slow you down. If you hit grass and slow down, I don't think those jumps are possible, period. And that's what happened to me. I got slowed down before making the jump. No, why not? Let's get some speed shoes in here. They won't do anything because, wow, that was a good use of the blue ring power. Yeah, they won't do anything because a lot of these sections are going to go slow in. Or automated speeds that'll be capped anyways. I'm going to cheat here a bit because I'm Tails. There, now we're at the end of the level. Otherwise, I would have to go all the way around. Oh, now I have to, actually. Let's see if we can find another character capsule thing. Yeah, unfortunately, we're only playing as Tails here. I don't want someone else, too. Just for safety. Now, this boss fight's not that bad, though, so I shouldn't have problems here. I just gotta get worried about crushing damage. I forgot those things curve in this game. Because the Sonic one, they don't curve. I'm used to these little bolts being the Sonic one bolts. Which they don't curve in that game. Not a big enough curve, though. Are you not going to move from your leftmost side? If he keeps on going to the left, that'd be weird, but convenient. Oh, nope, he moved. Alright, phase 2. I honestly think it's easier than phase 1. It's easier to get trapped in here and crushed, but that's really your only danger. Everything's so predictable, so it shouldn't really happen. Eggman? Eggman? Hey, you are. Oh, I missed. It was weird he wouldn't come out. They really try to trick you up here with the flashing lights, so it'll be a little hard to see the moving platforms. Not that much harder. Not gonna lie. Hey, electric shield. Hey, a character swap. Too bad there's no one to swap with. This song's so good. It's so catchy, that's the thing. Metallic Madness in this game in general is just super catchy. I'm glad they used the Japanese version for Metallic Madness. Pretty much any Sonic CD level in this game. For both this and Stardust Speedway, it was good to use Japanese. Because honestly, that soundtrack's just much better. The American soundtrack isn't bad, but the Japanese one is way more catchy for Sonic CD. So using the Japanese version as a basis for the CD levels makes the most sense. I need characters. Do I still come out chibi? You know, actually, it would have been funny, though, if I got on this table and I was a small ball because I was Chibi Tails. Oh, yeah, take your pick of people. I pick Mighty. Oh, almost got Knuckles, but I think, a little late. Okay, well that ended quick. At least I have someone else now, so if I die, it's not that big of a deal. Because I'll swap over the Mighty now. Also, I am not Chibi. It is confirmed. Doesn't matter, I'll return back to normal size of that blue laser anyways. See ya, Mighty! You're too big. A small little chibi guy. Oh, that's cool. So the character, if they die somehow and have to come back to you, they auto-turn chibi. That's actually pretty cool. So that way you're not locked out of playing this section if the character you're playing as dies and you're swapped over to player number 2. Because honestly, if you were a big character in a small section, that would probably be a problem in some areas. You can't actually fully complete it. Turn on debug. Now, that was a really bad angle. At least I got another character out of that. Got a lot of insurance so far. Hang on. Let me get yet another one. Let's get us a Sonic. I always wanted me a Sonic. My mom said he was too experimental, so I couldn't have a Sonic. Is that another Sonic? No, it's a mystery one. Alright. Oh, we just randomly swapped around my characters. Don't I need it? A little too close for comfort. Now let's fly. Oh, this part of the song I love so much. The sax is so good. Doesn't last that long, but when the saxophone is here, it's music to your ears. So good. Oh, well, not getting that bonus game. I'm Tails, so I can kind of cheese this a bit. Hear me? No. I am not Sonic. Do I look like Sonic? I'm red. I swear, this lady is both colorblind and just physically blind. I mean, I made a joke about that her doll here, but she confuses both Shadow and Silver, two completely different looking hedgehogs, to be Sonic. Silver doesn't even look like Sonic at all. He has spiky quills. To a extent, same for Shadow, but Silver's even worse about it. How? I think Amy needs glasses. I think that's the moral of the story here. She needs to go see an eye doctor and get some glasses. Alright, time for the final zone. All mysterious and creepy. It's kind of a shame, actually, because you see that giant Eggman robot in the distance, and then the final cutscene, you always see it explode. But you never actually get to use it. Oh, this looks weird. All these inverted colors do not look right for this stage. It actually does look like you put this in Photoshop and just inverted everything. I mean, that's the whole gimmick of this. I can already see that. Is every stage has a different color palette because it's based on the inversion technique that the Phantom Ruby uses. So basically, this is like an alternate universe kind of thing going on. That's kind of how they're trying to imply it. But this stage in particular really looks weird inverted. Alright, let's cheese this. Both Tails and Knuckles can cheese that section. You can kind of just skip some of the level by doing that. Can't stop, won't stop. Let me see if I can get my final character. If not, I'll at least get a shield. Oh yeah, there's Knuckles. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. One of them a lottery. Let's get out of here. Hate the fact that you see the huge robot, I don't get the fight in Encore Mode. An awesome twist in comparison to the final boss fight in Mania. Yeah, it's true. It's kind of a disappointment we don't fight this thing, period. Heck, you don't even get to fight one of these things in Sonic Forces, which was the build-up. This stuff here you would see actually appear in Forces too. And then, yeah, it never happened. Never fight a giant robot there either. The closest you get is some quick time event thing in one of the later stages, but even then, that's pathetically easy. Oh. I don't know how to get over there. I want that. Yeah, I can't even fly up because this is all ceiling. I need to get up there somehow. There's an alternate pathway I don't even know about. Hang on. This is different. Okay, that was just for shield. Yeah, Sonic Forces had like a really good opportunity to have a pretty good plot and then just kind of did nothing with it. That's my biggest problem with the whole game. It's just basically there. There's nothing really that memorable about it, to be honest. It's just way too short, very bland, and it just, out of all the 3D Boost Sonic games, it feels like it's the weakest one and the worst controlled one. It just did not really feel like a good game, to be honest. Like, honestly, my first playthrough of the game, I'm just like, at the end of it, that was okay. Definitely not worth the full price. That's the biggest problem with it. It was not worth 40 bucks. Now you always see it on sale for 20 because no one wants it. I mean, at this point, Sega doesn't even talk about the game. It showed how bad it did. They just kind of gave up on it after it released. Especially after the whole Supersonic DLC fiasco thing. That was horrible. I originally wanted to charge for Supersonic, a thing that was supposed to be in the game in general for free. Not a good move. Especially because modders, they were able to play as Supersonic without having to use DLC at all. So he was in the game code. They didn't have to do anything to get him to work. They just turned on one little option in the game, and boom, Supersonic. But yet, originally Sega wanted to charge people about $2 for that. Not the best move. That right there is why the game's marketing was horrible. Yeah, I hated the fact that Sonic didn't have a drift in Forces. It was the worst. Every single time you took a tight corner in there, you'd have to pray you don't fall off the edge because he can't drift. I don't know why they removed that. That's one of the best things for the 3D Sonics. It was one of the best things for control. And they just took it out. It made controlling certain sections impossible. Like, I think the city levels were a great example, because half the time you careen off the edge if you didn't just slow down, because Sonic would move too quick and just go right off the edge. It was terrible. I have no idea why they removed that. Such a bonehead decision. It's like, honestly, out of all the Boost Sonic games, it is the worst one to control for stuff like that. It just has a lot of weird physics about it that just don't feel right. And then removing things like the drift doesn't help. Yeah, I don't know, it was weird. It's just a weird game in general, well, in terms of its structure. I tried to play that for a while after it came out. After I did the first stream of it, I played a little bit on my own for a couple days, and I just put it down. I could not be bothered to finish the rest of the little side quests. It just felt like busy work. It didn't actually feel fun. And that's saying something, because I can usually find a lot of redeeming qualities about the Sonic games, but Forces, not so much. It just was there. That's the best I could say about it. It's just there. Hang on, I want that electric shield. That's good to see, at least that your Forces videos on YouTube are doing pretty good, if they're some of your more popular videos. I know some of my more popular ones were some Sonic things I did, but actually some of the more popular things I've did now are starting to become like some live stream highlights. Like, I think one of my most popular ones is actually the Luigi's Mansion PAL mode playthrough. Since Hidden Mansion and PAL is completely different, and that actually got a lot of traction. Got a couple thousand views, which is pretty good for a 4-hour video. Like, seriously. Live stream highlights normally don't get that many views because they're long videos. They're a couple hours. For some reason, that one's doing fantastic. I don't want this. This is useless. I didn't do anything yet on the board. The only thing that resets is the rings. Actually, that screwed me. It legit screwed me. Wow. Now, I'm thinking maybe that video could have got recommended a lot because of the fact that, again, not many people know about the PAL mode differences, so I don't think it's shown that much. And because of it, having a full run of the PAL Hidden Mansion, I think it's one of those things that shows up more in people's recommendations. So if that's the case, like one of the very few videos I probably have that get circled around in recommendations. Weirdly enough, I think the videos that do the worst anymore are probably, I don't know, well, besides Let's Plays Forgiven, that kind of thing is just kind of dying on YouTube. I think some of the weaker ones have been some of the glitch videos, which kind of why I stopped. I'll probably do some of those at one point again, but honestly with Twitter, half the glitches I have are like 30 seconds long. I've just been uploading the videos on Twitter. They've just been doing a little better there. Although weirdly enough, my NES and SNES Classic videos haven't done that great, which I'm kind of surprised because they were both kind of released at the time they were being talked about. So that's a little weird. They're my two worst reviews, but it's not that bad. That just kind of happens. What exactly are the differences with PAL mode, Luigi's Mansion? Alright, so normally, to explain what's actually different for the Hidden Mansion mode in general, is Hidden Mansion, it only does two things in both the North American and Japanese version. For starters, every enemy, I believe, does double damage to you. So there's that. You have to be more careful. But then there's also the fact that your vacuum can suck up ghosts like 1.5 times faster, so it's almost double the strength it has. So that's the only differences in PAL in the North American and Japanese for Hidden Mansion. PAL, on the other hand, because it was released later in that territory, they just buffed it. There's a lot of things they changed for it because there wasn't much and people complained that Hidden Mansion was just too similar to the base game. So for starters, everything's darker, like a lot darker. The ghosts are a lot stronger. It takes forever to suck up things like boos, for example. Boos are just some of the worst to suck up. How was that a special stage? Excuse me? I just played this level earlier today, and falling down that pit actually resets you to the top of the room. Here, it just leads you to a special stage. Okay. I like this change. I like it a lot. That was weird. I like it. Where was I with the PAL thing? Oh, yeah. The game's darker. so it's a little hard to see Ghost, but the boos, they take forever to suck up because you can normally they move so quick in Hidden Mansion for PAL. You can only get maybe 1 to 2 HP points off them before they run to a different room. They're extremely quick. So that's a big difference right there. And the whole game is mirrored in PAL Hidden Mansion. So because there wasn't much they really did to change the difficulty for Hidden Mansion normally, and the fact that PAL came out later, they changed Hidden Mansion for the PAL mode to mirroring the whole game because it just gives you more of a challenge. Or at least that's what Nintendo always thinks about challenge. They just basically flipping the whole adventure is making it harder. Technically, it started with Luigi's Mansion. So that's mostly what the differences were. And I believe the money requirement to get the best rank is way more strict in the PAL Hidden Mansion as well. Like, I think I remember in my stream I barely got it. And I was getting every single thing I can get along the way. Like, I got a lot of the hidden, like, blue ghosts because those things drop a lot of money. And I still barely got the best ranking at the end of it. I think I got like 1.25 million or something like that, and it was just barely scratching it. Or it was like 125 mil. I don't remember the amount exactly. I just know it was very close. That was the last time I actually played the Hidden Mansion mode in PAL. I should probably do that again at one point. I don't know when. I know the 3DS version comes out in like, what, 2 weeks? So maybe near the release of that I could consider if I have time. Because I have a lot of other projects I want to do on streams. I mean, this was one of them. Because I haven't technically wanted to do this since Mania got the DLC back earlier in the summer. But there's been a lot of other projects to take up the stream time. Most of them being Randomizer. But Randomizer's good. I want to do Wind Waker one soon enough. I also want to do a Ocarina one that has everything shuffled in, including the dungeons, so I don't know what I want to do next with that. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the Hidden Mansion mode in the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion is PAL. Because, honestly, there's not much change for the original game's Hidden Mansion that it just half the time does not feel worth playing. You only play that if you just kind of want to speed through the game. That's pretty much how it works. Because that's what speedrunners use. They use the Hidden Mansion mode because of how much faster it is to beat the game because of your stronger vacuum. But besides that, it doesn't feel changed up enough. So I would hope maybe they would change that with the PAL one. Just like add the PAL Hidden Mansion mode. That'd be great. Heck, you can make it an option at that point. Like, if you like the original Hidden Mansion, here it is. But if you like the harder version, play that one too. It would give people to play what is essentially the game's new Game Plus mode. Because you do kind of skip past a lot of the early game stuff. Like, you skip past the tutorial going in, so you skip just walking to the mansion, saying hi to EGAD, going back to his lab, getting the vacuum and playing around with it for a bit. Like, you skip all that, I think, going in the Hidden Mansion. So it's like, what, 10 minutes of the game? Something like that. I'm trying to remember. One of these sides, I think it's the left side. That side you always want to hit last because it has so many goodies in it. And one of them is an electric shield. So I'm trying to avoid that for now. Alright, I'll take the swap. It's not bad. I mean, Tails would probably be preferable to keep here. Not gonna lie, but having Mighty here as well helps because of his endurance to spikes. You can take it. Huh. I can't believe that worked. I skipped little cycle there by doing that, so that's nice. Would have to go to the left side of the screen and come back to the right, but I kind of skipped that piece. Thank you. I kind of wanted mighty. Oh, I didn't know you can clip through the platform if you use this little ground pound move. That's interesting. Oh no, I didn't clip through it. I just missed it entirely. Okay, can I stop doing that? I was actually gonna hope that maybe his ground pound could save me with this, but actually it makes it harder to stay on the platform, so not much of a save going on here. No. Missed that path. Hey, Tails back. Bye, Tails. Instead, we got Ray. Not gonna lie though, I don't think I said this during the stream I did this game last year when I first played it, but the more I listen to the song now, over the past like year this has been out, I actually hear Gex 2 music here. Like this almost sounds like one of the final stages. Sounds like one of Rez's final stages, not gonna lie, it's a little weird, I know. Me comparing a Sonic game's music to Gex of all people. Something that next to no one ever talks about anymore. That's true. It does sound a little bit like Gex. Alright, here we go. Final boss. Because I definitely can't do the other one due to the fact that I have only 3 Chaos Sounds. It's not that much. Also, nice green shield. That looks a little weird, not gonna lie. It kind of blends in with the whole suit of yours. It's a little weird. Nope. Gotta get the rings. Barely. Oh, I don't know what happened to my second jump there. I lost it. Alright, well, unfortunately, we have to get grabbed by these hands. Because I can't do any more damage to him until he just takes me into the hands. There you go. We safe. There you go. Got on one of his tentacles. There should be another one? Yeah. Okay. I think 2 or 3 more hits and I'll destroy the next one. Unfortunately, gotta get grabbed. Which way are you going? This way. No, ring! Oh, barely got the ring. If I missed the ring, that would have been bad, because I would have actually died here. It's very easy to take an accidental hit here, so I'm trying to be careful. Luckily, I don't think I need to worry at all, because he is dead. And that's game. Only took about 3 hours, not bad. I remember my first playthrough this was about 4, so we shaved an hour off the game. And this is an Encore Mode, the harder mode of the game, basically. So, yeah, unfortunately, didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, so looks like that stone is just going to be here now. So, yeah. That's sad. And it just abruptly ends. Okay. To be continued in Sonic Forces? I don't even know. I mean, to be fair, it would be continued if I had all the emeralds. But yeah, that's it. For a first playthrough of the Encore mode, I enjoyed it. I still prefer Mania mode in this game, the original mode. I just like how that one's structured a little bit more. This one is definitely the hard mode of the game. Encore mode definitely just changes things up by only having up to technically 5 lives in total with each character rotating out, which is a cool idea, that's for sure. I like the idea. Sometimes, though, it didn't really work in your favor. Other times it worked great, and I liked how both Mighty and Ray played. They're really good, especially Mighty. With him being invincible to spikes if you hit it with his shield there, like his back is basically a shield. If you do that, then he's great. And the ground pound move is pretty helpful. Ray's flying move looks like it could be pretty broken, but at the same time, I didn't really see much of a use for it in a lot of these stages. It's not designed for him to fly. Not at all. So unfortunately, it's not like Mario World, and you can pretty much fly over anything you want. Tails' flying move is way more useful. Heck, even Knuckles' gliding move is more useful, because you can climb walls. Would have liked to see the true ending to this by collecting all the Chaos Emeralds. Unfortunately, that has not happened for this playthrough. I'll probably end up doing that on my own time at one point, so who knows. I'll probably end up getting to see it at one point. But yeah, I enjoyed this. This was definitely the hard mode of the game because having only 5 characters being max of 5 lives did seem to be a lot more rough. I mean, we almost died twice fully because we only had Tails left over twice. So we almost got to use one of our couple continues, and I did like that pinball, not gonna lie. That pinball bonus game is pretty cool. It's a cool idea. Replace Blue Spheres because honestly, it's fun to play the first couple of times, but then what do? Blue Spheres give you nothing outside of continues. They give you nothing at all. But the pinball, on the other hand, can give you shields, can give you rings, can give you characters. It's way more useful. So I like that. Special stages are definitely harder. I can see why a lot of reviewers were coming out when this first was released saying special stages, well, some of them not with poorly designed. I don't really think they're poorly designed, but they are definitely harder, which makes sense for the hard mode of the game. It's definitely a lot harder this time to get every single emerald. You have to know where the new special stage locations are. Most of them from normal Mania mode, completely removed, or just moved in general. So, definitely would take some practice before I can get all the emeralds, that's for sure. But yeah, I enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to stream this, just like how I did with the first playthrough of Mania last year. And we got to show a different version too. We showed the PC version with all its quirks, that's for sure. Man, I like the PC version, but unfortunately it does have some weird issues. You get this version if you want to play around with the mods. I say that. I played around with some Sonic Mania mods and they're pretty fun. But it does have some weird quirks. I mean, before starting the stream, having black and white cutscenes for some reason was a very weird thing. I don't know how that happened. And the fact the game wouldn't even load in the beginning of the stream, I had to actually quit out of Steam to get it to work. Yeah, definitely means that the PC version is probably the weirdest one in terms of functionality. Yeah, see, I also have the Switch version of this game. I don't have the DLC for it on Switch. If I was having any more technical issues with this game on PC, I would have popped in my copy I have for PS4. Because I picked it up physically for the PS4. I wanted the physical version on something, and I figured, you know what, let me get it on the console I don't have this game on, the PS4. So, if it came to it, I would have popped this game into that system. It would have been tech-free at that point. Just been playing this normally, but I wanted to get this version to work because I had save files here. I had backups. So in case something happened, we could at least loaded back into the game with no problem. Could have actually just done level select code. But yeah. A lot of fun though, regardless. I'm just glad this finally worked at the end of the day. I was afraid this wouldn't work, period. Especially how it began. Man, today's just been a tech issue day all day long. Between Windows breaking some things on the computer and the game itself just breaking down. Yeah, definitely a tech issue day. Everything's working. Thank God. These credits are longer than the normal game. I think it's because of the extra content they have in Plus. So there's more names to appear now. As this definitely feels longer. Although I do love this song. Friends is really good. There is a version out there that has lyrics, and I think that version's really good too. Someone actually did, like, a fan made lyrics for the song and did a cover of it. It's really good. Definitely recommend you guys check out that video. Just look up Friends, Sonic Mania with lyrics, and you should easily find the video I'm talking about. Holy crap, these are still going. I know I could quit these, but I always love to show all the credits, unless you're my number 9, at the end of a stream or a Let's Play, so we're not skipping these. My number 9's the one exception because 4 hours. Who's gonna watch 4 hours of credits? Not me. It's probably like 5 to 10 minutes, which is way more manageable. So yeah, at this point, if I ever return to this game again, I'd probably be showcasing off some of the mods. I've done that before with some Sonic games, mainly Sonic Generations. So if I revisit this, I may look at some mod stuff. Like actually, I think from this year's Sage, which is a Sonic hacking contest competition, there's actually a pretty interesting mod made for Sonic Mania, recreating basically the entirety of Sonic Chaos from the Game Gear. It's still a work in progress, and I think one of the people who's working on it is the guy who runs the A+ Start YouTube channel, the one who does Son of a Glitch. That's how I heard of it. And from what I've heard, Sonic Chaos in the Mania here, I should say, the Sonic Chaos mod, it's actually really good so far. I know there's another one that also has like a full level pack. Gets the entire game modified. Maybe one day I'll check that one out too. But yeah, if we ever return to this game again on stream, besides maybe just playing for fun, probably just end up playing a mod this game of some kind. Wish that Sega brought over Sonic Unleashed to modern day consoles since it's the best looking Sonic. Yeah, I can completely agree. It looks fantastic. The only thing that that game has bad going for it graphically nowadays is its shadows. They're pretty blocky. But outside of shadows, everything about it still looks fantastic. I mean, the game looks better than Generations. And Generations looks better than Forces. So that's saying something. And that was a decade ago. A decade-old game looks better than the game Sega can pump out today. It's so weird to say. I really hope, because there was one point the game being talked about coming to PC, and Sega was asking, what games do you want to see us port to PC? I think one of the highest rated games, I think two of the highest voted ones from the fans have been Sonic Colors and Sonic Unleashed. I would love to see an Unleashed port on PC to fix pretty much every single problem that that game has. Because all the problems with that game come back to its frame rate. On consoles, that game runs like crap, especially on PS3. It runs in 60 frames on PS3, but it cannot keep up. Most of the time it's on 40. So 360 nerfed it to 30 frames. Then you get to stages like Adabat, and the game goes down to a measly 5. It'd be great if that was ported to PC so we'd actually have a solid frame rate. That'd be great. Yeah, Sonic Forces didn't look bad, but there was a lot of areas that just didn't look as good as past 3D Sonics. It was a little weird. Hey, would you look at that? We actually get a victory total screen, so we see how many emeralds we collected. We see our total time for each stage and what characters we ended the game on. So that's pretty cool. Every time you beat the game, I think even in Mania Mode, this happens too. You actually get to see a final total of everything you've done. That's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, that was it. Now I can go back and select whatever stage I want and play back through it. But yeah, that looks like it's it. It's kind of weird they only give you 3 save slots for this mode though, and Mania Mode gives you so many. A little weird, not gonna lie, but 3 should be enough. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed Encore Mode. For the hard mode of the game, it definitely felt different enough that I think it's definitely worth adding Sonic Mania Plus to your copy of the game. It's only a $5 piece of DLC. And you get 2 more characters to play as, and a whole new mode of the game to play through as well. So I definitely can recommend Sonic Mania Plus. The Encore DLC is great. I really enjoyed it.